I remember. Sorry, I accidentally cut it off. Anyway, I remember. I remember going through the door and for the hospital, and at the back entrance or where the ambulance go. And I remember we're going through there, and I remember after we went through the door, because it was bright white. I don't know why. Maybe because it was sunny, but I don't think it was sunny. I think it was like midday or almost nighttime. Anyway, it was gray. Or was it? Like I don't really recall. I remember it was being bright white, like blinding white, like they show on TV shows. Anyway, I remember seeing seeing the hospital. I remember seeing I remember turning right. I think I think we turned right, and then we went to the. I don't remember going and getting inside the ambulance, and then I remember I was hearing voices. I thought I remember the ambulance was there, and they were for some reason these people in the ambulance. I think the ones I was in. I think. Wait, no. Yeah, I remember these two EMTs. I'm pretty sure I was older than them. Anyway, wait, no, I think they're older than me. I was 22, so yeah. Um, anyway, the EMTs they look like Sam and Freddie from iCarly, but older. Like an older version. I'm like, oh, you guys look like them. They're like, oh yeah, thanks or something like that. Like, hey, I remember I was talking to the guy AMT, and I told him like, oh, you look like Freddie from iCarly. Like, oh yeah, really? Like, yeah. And I remember telling that to the girl. She was like, "Oh, really? Like, yeah." And I think they was like, "Oh, hey, she thinks you look like Sam from iCarly." Like, "Oh my god, yeah, thanks," or something. I don't think they say thanks, but anyway, they took us to a hospital. I was in there for like 2 weeks. Then they transferred me to another hospital. That hospital was weird. I'll just tell you about the hospital. I was in that hospital for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and in that hospital, the food was delicious. Wait, give me a second. Anyway, I remember being taken to a hospital. I don't know where it was at. I went there before after another mental thing, but besides that, we'll get to that in another second. Or another while when I tell this whole story. Anyway, like when I was at this other hospital, the food was delicious. It was so good. They had like chicken. They had like I remember the chicken. Now dyslexic chicken. Anyway, they had like breaded chicken breast or something. I don't know. Chicken sandwiches and cookies and stuff like that. But anyway, I remember being in that hospital, thinking I was confused. I was in the hospital for a little while. I was probably there for like 2, 3 weeks. So like in that hospital, the food was good. Some of the people weren't bad. I think I took showers. I don't know. Um, I don't think I did. Anyway, let's see. Wait, I did take showers. Yeah, I did. Probably not as often as I should have. I think I did it every day. I think they told us to. Some people were more lucid than others. One lady, for some reason, looked just like my cousin. I don't know how. She looked just like her. And I was roommate with her. And yeah, I think she told me to take more showers. But she looked like my cousin. I think she sounded like her too. But my cousin is prettier, probably. I don't know. Anyway, um, Anyway, when I was in that hospital, I remember they had TV. They had movies they were playing all the time. I forgot one movie. There was one movie on there that they had the old Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and I think yeah, I was thinking of like I was in the first place. I kept thinking it was a story about me. I don't know why. I hate that. Anyway, because I still have that problem now. but not anymore because I'm better medicated. Anyway, I was in that hospital and I watched movies, ate their cookies, I don't know if they had cakes, probably did. Like, anyway, they had snacks and dinner and stuff. It was okay. Anyway, some of the stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But when I was in there, I was in so many different hospitals. I can't remember every single one. And in that hospital, I remember there was a lady in that hospital that looked just like my mom. Like, seriously, like, she looked just like her, but she didn't talk to me. And I think she tried to, but it creeped me out so much because I was like, is that my mom? Like, or isn't her? Because that lady had a weird stare and it creeped me the fuck out. She just stared at me like all the time. Scared the shit out of me. I'm like, I don't know what was going on. Anyway, I remember one time that lady was being transferred out, and when she passed by the lunchroom, I saw her face. She had that same smile, like staring at me, and her eyes were like black. The whole eye, like this whole thing was black. Both eyes. Scared the living shit out of me. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It scared the crap out of me. I'm like, oh god, my mom is here. She's gonna kill. I don't know. I thought she was my mom, but I didn't say anything to her because I was like, I think in the back of my head I knew that wasn't my mom because my mom is not that like that. Now if it really was her, she would have been worried about me, and I know that wasn't her because that lady was shorter than her, and she never talked, really. She talked, but I didn't talk to her. Yeah, I didn't talk to her, but she creeped me out, and I just didn't like her. And I remember my roommate, who looked like my cousin, would keep the lady away from me. And I think, yeah. I remember I talked to my roommate a lot. Not all the time, but she was a nice lady. But she kept the lady away from me, which is nice of her. Thank you. And then I remember when I was speaking to a doctor, my doctor there, he I forget what, but he was a nice guy. He was a black guy, and I told him I had amnesia, and he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I was just telling him lots of stuff. I don't even know, but that was before I was on my medication I am now, which is much better. Anyway, I was in there for like 2-3 weeks. And I remember there was this guy who had this weird necklace. He was creepy too. And I remember one time he came to he gave me a necklace, and then he came in to my room, and I gave it back because he wanted it back, so I did. But then my roommate had change in her room, so she can go to the vending machines and get chips and soda. She likes soda, I think. Yeah, she likes soda and chips. Anyway, he came into the room and stole all her money. I'm like, wait, what the So I told my roommate, and she took the change back along with her boyfriend, or I don't know if it was her boyfriend who was also in there, or just another friend that she made in there. Anyway, they took the change back and kicked them out of the room. She's like, thank you, that's so nice of you. Thank you for telling me. Because as soon as he started taking change, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So I went immediately to her and said, hey, someone's in our room and taking your change. She's like, what the fuck? And then she went and took all the change back. I think some of them was already his, but I'm not sure because I know she had a lot of change, and he just took it off of her little table, and she got all her change back. And anyway, when I left, I don't remember anything else. I know I left on a stretcher again, but I don't know what else happened after that. And I think I went to another hospital. And I remember going to another college hospital. I think it was just called College Hospital Costa Mesa, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. I'm not exactly sure, based on my memories, how I got in there. I think. Give me 1 second. Let me drink some water again. Let me drink some water. Anyway. Yeah, I think it was College Hospital, Costa Mesa. Anyway, I remember having delusions and hearing voices. I don't know if it was probably not my own thoughts. Anyway, I remember they told me to sign this paperwork so they could put me in the hospital, the psych ward hospital. It was a mental hospital, and I was trying to read all the paperwork, but I was scared. I thought they would keep me there forever, and I was like, "Are you gonna keep me here forever?" They're like, "No," or like, "What happens when I sign this?" It's blah blah blah, and I couldn't understand. I listened, but I did not remember, and I got scared, and I thought I was being forced into it. Hold on, give me a second. Anyway, I was in College Hospital, Costa Mesa for about... I have no idea. Anyway, I was there. And I didn't have my period anymore because I was so underweight. And I think I didn't have my period for about 8 months. Or at the time, 3 to 5. And I remember being in there... and give me a second. Yeah, I remember being in there for maybe 3 weeks. I remember I was in a room with this roommate and another roommate, I think. Then she left. Or no, I don't think anyone was there. I was in the middle bed, and I remember one time my roommate, she would talk to me sometimes, but I didn't follow. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was scared and confused and in delusions and stuff. Anyway, I remember one time I was trying to sleep the right way, which is like towards the wall, and I was trying to sleep on my stomach like usual, and she came past my bed, and poked my butt. I'm like, "What the are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I thought it was a pillow." Why in the... You think I have 2 pillows? Why would I put a pillow on my butt? What is that going to do? Like, why? So I immediately... I think I told the next day, or that same day, I told a nurse or whoever it was, and then they talked to her. She's like, "Oh, I thought it was a pillow." I'm like, why would you think it was a pillow? I'm on my bed trying to sleep. There's no reason to me even have a pillow right there. Why? Who sleeps with a pillow on their butt? What is that going to do? Like, on top of their butt? Why? Like, if it's underneath, like, my crotch, okay. Not on top of my butt. Who does that shit? Anyway, they told her not to do it. And then we got another roommate. She said she was sorry, but I don't believe that girl. I'm pretty sure she was probably I think she probably was into me. I don't know. But there's no reason to... Why would you do that? You know I'm asleep. I'm trying to sleep at the time. Anyway, we had another roommate, a white lady. She reminded me of my teacher from high school. She kept having diarrhea, which was gross. And she never closed the goddamn bathroom door when she had diarrhea. She just did it all the time. Everything she ate, she always had diarrhea. That was disgusting. And then what was suck, that girl who always who touched my butt, she would always jam the fucking toilet every single day, all the time, 3 to 5 times a day. She would stuff the toilet. Why? Why are you doing this? I have to pee, and now I gotta go to someone else's room or wherever. I'm like, why are you doing? And they told her to stop, and they always have to keep coming and unclog it. And I see her sometimes. She would do it after she uses the bathroom. She would just jam pack it, or then she would jam pack it, and then she would go in and use the bathroom, and then be like, "Oh, we can't use the bathroom." You just jam packed and took a shit. And I can't use the bathroom anymore. I have to keep going to another room. So it pissed me off. And yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah. And then I remember in that hospital that there was that same roommate who was stuffing the toilet and touched my butt. She I think it was in my little cabinet table, whatever. But I thought it was hers because I'm mental. I was really not that right in the head at the time. Anyway, I thought she had a pen in her little cabinet, and I told the nurse like, oh, I think she has a pen, and they went and checked it. She had like magazines, coffee, paper. Why is she having all this in a little cabinet? She had a whole lot of stuff. I don't know how the hell she stuffed it all in there. But then she started having I don't know if she had other. I think she might have been had different personalities disorder. But I don't know, because she started screaming and being pissed off and everything, and then they had to take her out that same day, or the next day. I think it was that day, and eventually I was taken out, and I was sent to another hospital, I think, because I don't even remember leaving. And at this hospital, I was in this hospital for about 2-3 months. Maybe 2. Probably just a month. But, wait, was it? Because I remember every Thursday, which was probably like 3 or 4 times total, while I was there, they gave you popcorn to watch a movie. And, anyway, because they had activities and I don't have all the bracelets anymore. Oh, well. I made so many bracelets and I was still not right. Anyway, my dad came sometimes. He would call me at first. Let's see. I remember. What did I remember? Oh yeah, they had me on suicide watch all the time. I wasn't even suicidal. I didn't even know I was on suicide watch. But every time I woke up, they would wake me up. Put me in the in the hallway and put me in a chair, sit me across from the medication, not the medication, the nurse's office. They did this every day for about 2 weeks, and they never told me why. And I'm like, but I'm not suicidal. I didn't even know it was for suicidal reasons. I just sat there every day, bored, and my back was hurting because I didn't like sitting. And it's been forever since I sat so long. So I was like, my feet, my butt would get tired. I'd get bored. There was nothing to do. So it was stupid. And I didn't know till later. And plus, they didn't talk to you because it was against their rules. And I remember that because I learned that from someone else who was working there, like, when I was, like, the last 2 weeks there. I was probably there for, like, 2-3 months. Probably 2 months. And I remember one of the employees said, yeah, we're not supposed to talk to you. I'm like, wait. But what the why would you put me in a freaking suicidal watch and not tell me? And you expect me to... What? You don't talk to me. I'm just sitting there and looking at nothing. I'm just across the street from a little window for the nurses. You're not telling me anything of why I'm just sitting here in this chair doing nothing. It was stupid. I don't think the food was bad there. I just don't remember eating much. I don't even remember eating. The only things I remember eating is clam chowder. I liked it the first 2-3 times and it just became disgusting. But I don't know why they left me in front of the nurse's office. They didn't even tell me I was on suicide watch. And then they kept me in a secluded room for no reason. probably for suicide watch. I didn't even know. No one talked to me. No one told me anything, and I couldn't sleep. They're like, okay, sleep here, but they didn't give me any covers. They didn't give me a pillow, anything. I was in there for like 2 weeks, and eventually took me out. And apparently they had put everybody on suicide watch when they first come in. You know what? I'm gonna record this later.